So I just picked this Brilliant Stars Sylveon VMAX Trainer Gallery PSA 10. I got it online for like only 120 bucks. I mean, they're going for around 130, 140 right now. I just love how the art comes off the card, on the sides and stuff, and you still got some border down below, but just a gorgeous card, relatively cheap. I mean, packs are going for, I think 10, 11, 12 bucks right now for Brilliant Stars. So, I mean, it, 12 packs just to open, just to maybe pull something like this. I mean, you might as well just buy the card at that point. And we're going to get into that. I follow a lot of Pokemon YouTubers, since I've been collecting and investing more the past couple of years now. So, a lot of the ones I watch, have provided a lot of good content for me to learn and absorb. And I take bits and pieces from all the other people that I listen to. So you can see here, this is currently what I'm subscribed to and following. Got Cool Trainer Ryan live streaming. Got to Mitch Jamal kind of talking about future cards, Mega Evolution. PokeRevs talking about Mega Evolution right now. Um, Team Rocket Joey talking about Scarlet Violet. It was never a phase. Talking about Sended Heroes products. You kind of get it. PokeChuck, Scarlet Violet, Mega Evolution, PokeOz, Mega Evolution, incorporating some Sword and Shield. Pokebeard, primarily talks a lot more about just like a lot of different products in general, but you kind of get the consensus. It's a lot of focuses on, just the Scarlet Violet Mega Evolution era right now. That's what everyone's talking about. Because the numbers for the sets right now, the prices for the boxes are just going up like crazy. So everyone's just pumping it up more by talking about it. And that's what everyone that else watches them is doing. They're just buying all those products and it's just making the prices go up more. And I get it. You know what I mean? I'm buying those products as well. But what I noticed with some of these Pokemon YouTubers is they're basically saying, Sword and Shield's done. You know what I mean? We don't care about it anymore, basically. We got our positions, we're moving on. And it had its time in the sun. You know what I mean? And I agree, but I also disagree with that. Because, it'll still continue to go up. And I think a lot of people are just like, let's just get our positions and pump up Scarlet Violet now. Let's get our positions, pump up Mega Evolution sets now. And you just go back and you look at the Scarlet Violet chase cards. You know what I mean? You get the Mewtwo. It's great artwork. You know what I mean? But it's encapsulated by the silver border. Granted, it's textured, but it's just the art is stuck within the frame, so to speak. Magikarp, another big chase from the air. Paldea evolved, stuck within the silver border. Bubble Mew. Again, just all these cards, you kind of get the trend. Umbreon, at least it's got, kind of a rainbowy, colorful border. So, that makes it a little bit better. Then you go to Mega Evolution. You know what I mean? You got the Mega Dragonite. Same thing with the Mega cards. Just they're encapsulated by the silver border. And I get it. The art's gorgeous. But you just go back to Sword and Shield now. The alt arts. The Umbreon. Just the art is coming off the card. It's not trapped in the frame, so to speak. You know what I mean? The art's just, it's popping more. You know what I mean? And then the Sylveon also, a lot of the big chase cards from Sword and Shield. I mean, you can go to Crown Zenith, some of the cheaper cards, the Deoxys, just sick. It's just not trapped by the border on the card. And that's something that Scarlet and Violet and Mega Evolution errors are missing. Again, the card that I just picked up, the Sylveon Trainer Gallery, gorgeous card. You know what I mean? And like I said, I paid 120 bucks for a PSA 10. And the packs right now for Brilliant Stars are going for like 12 bucks. So I could go on a rip and ship and buy 10 packs of Brilliant Stars and maybe pull a decent card, or maybe just pull junk because, Sword and Shield era pull rates weren't the best. I guess the Astral Radiance, Brilliant Stars, Crown Zenith, maybe Lost Origin pull rates were a little bit better. You know what I mean? Why would I do 10 bucks or 12 bucks a pack, buy 10 packs on a rip and ship to gamble when I could just buy a nice card in a PSA 10 already for relatively cheap? You know what I mean? And I don't care if this card doesn't go up for forever. You know what I mean? It's a nice card. I'm starting to build a PSA collection, and it's a relatively cheap PSA 10, and it's a gorgeous card from the Sword and Shield era. Doesn't matter if it's a all big time chase or whatever. It's just a nice card, and that's just subjective at the end of the day. You like what you like. You pick up what you want to pick up. It's your money. Do whatever you want with it. But it's just interesting that it's just everyone just hops on a trend, and then you see it on social media too with like Instagram reels and stuff. Like everyone picks that like one song that's trending right now, and then they make a video to it. And that's been going on for a while. Just everyone's picking up trends, and it's just that sort of trendiness is just converting over into Pokemon now. You know what I mean? What's trending right now is everyone's talking about Scarlet Violet. The first, 6 sets of the Scarlet Violet Air are coming out of, competitive play rotation or whatever. So now, everyone pumped the bags on it. You know what I mean? Buy, buy, buy. And it's just causing everyone that watches them, to just follow the crowd. So everyone's just following the crowd, and they're watching all the, Scarlet Violet first block sets go up like crazy, 151 ETBs, uh, Paldean Fates ETBs, Obsidian Flames. It's all just going up like crazy right now. And I follow the trend to an extent, but I also I don't overcommit. I know that a lot of these guys are right. And all this stuff's going up like crazy right now. You know what I mean? In this market, you're not really wrong at the end of the day. Uh, but I just the mindset of Sword and Shield's run is over. Time to just all go in on Scarlet Violet. I don't really agree with that. Because I think when people realize and take a step back and just think Sword and Shield has something that Scarlet Violet will never have. Sword and Shield has something that Mega Evolution, we still don't know because it's still a new era, but probably won't have, is, art popping off the cards. And whether you agree or disagree with whether that makes a difference in how valuable the sets are, to each their own, you know what I mean? But it's just interesting, just the trendiness that's going on with the Pokemon hobby, Pokemon YouTubers. They all just seem to jump on the same train. And I've been making some videos recently about, things in Pokemon and the card game and stuff that uh, aren't being talked about. Because like I said, I follow the crowd to an extent, but I also want to look for things that aren't being talked about. Because one day, maybe those things will, you know, pop, so to speak. So I mentioned, like older XY Air products, like Elite Trainer boxes. I mentioned, the Pokemon Meiji promo cards. Um, Now I'm mentioning, just something that everyone probably already knows by now is just, trainer gallery cards, alt arts, I just like how they're not encapsulated by the border. And that's something that Scarlet Violet will never have. I don't want to over ramble. But yeah, just to summarize, it's just, again, it's just so much trendiness, and it's good to follow the trends, because that's going to make you the most money probably at the end of the day. You follow what these guys are doing. Um, you're probably going to make more money doing that. But just don't be afraid to take a step back and think like, what makes a set or an error unique compared to the other error? In this case, the alternate art trainer gallery cards. So you can still get a lot of the booster boxes and elite trainer boxes even for the Sword and Shield era for relatively affordable money compared to what's going on with Scarlet Violet right now, like the Destined Rivals being $500-600. And just remember, the chase card, while a nice art, it just doesn't have that pop that something like the Umbreon has. It'll always continue to get pumped up right now because that's what everyone's talking about. Just don't forget those, finer details, I guess. And that's all I just wanted to share. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's your money. Do whatever you want with it. I'm not going to tell anyone what to do with their money. It's not financial advice. But, you know, just take a step back and just do your homework. Do your own research. Someone tells you to jump off a bridge, don't do it. You know what I mean? Don't always follow what everyone else is doing. Just wanted to give my 2 thoughts. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a comment. What are you guys collecting right now? And we'll see you in the next one.